I made this diamond plated, taking the Wk11 in an elevator. I'll be turning on you like a generator. I'll be the greatest that you ever hated, that you ever hated.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me.
Tonight, Week 11 gets underway with AFC East rivals doing battle here in Foxborough. Strap in. It's an NFL rivalry like few others. The Jets and the Patriots next on EA Sports. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This NFL rivalry series has been a popular one, and it continues here. Jets and Patriots underway in the third. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll throw with May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
To the air, May.
He'll try to, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 1 and real quick.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Hey, five.
They'll try and throw for it with May. He'll try to do it himself.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Looking to put a drive together.
we go. Stack. Cougar 19.
They'll run. Here's Wilson. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
17-yard line.
Somebody got a boy, I mean, hey, somebody got a boy, I take a G, hey, watch him do it. He's a vibe outside, all from the music.
Hey, we go.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 3rd and 5.
A gain of 6 yards.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
49, flip it off, 49. Still ball. Line. 13X.
In motion left is Wilson.
There we go, sir.
Throwing now is Geno. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Adonai Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Patriots nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Baby on that rapid pay the bills. And now I'm better, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down I heard.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go, sit up. Hey, what's up?
To throw, it's May. Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hey, here we go, sit up. Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Here's May. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, May with it. Gets this complete to Butte. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. The Patriots hit 4-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now Hull to start the drive. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Ball again. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Smith going to move him around. Gino now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's free at the 35. Garrett Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 87 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, Sarah.
We're going to throw. May. He'll swing this out to Henderson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Throwing here is May. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun White. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. Don't like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And now Smith going to change the play. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they'll change things up.
begin with Hall.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
2 yards to go, second down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. Then I got rich and yeah. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And too much juice. He'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Looking deep here for Dobbs. It's caught inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do, because you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. From the shotgun, it's May. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will have the Patriots 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Henderson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. May looking to run. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 6-yard line.
49. Strike. Hey, go flip her up.
Now Gino. Caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
13 next. Ours.
Throwing is Smith. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, start. Hey, what's that?
They'll throw with May. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, start.
To the air, May. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward May. And he is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go, start.
Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So a little bit of a letdown there
defensively, I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Patriots 7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Let's go now.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's good. One Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, it's the clip. Hey, here we go, hey. 53. Check 58. No balls, no balls.
Now Smith. He finds Wilson. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets are... closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
On play action, Nelly. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. And Joseph Osai make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
What's up? Crazy.
To throw, it's May. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
5. Crazy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this complete to Butte. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready, what's that?
Here's May. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. A big throw, but incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Hall again.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
13 there. Strike. 49, flip around, 49. Hey, it's a clip.
Gino down to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And he is going to have the Jets' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Hold it. 13 next. 53. Middle. There goes.
Throwing now, Smith.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Things around.
Snowball, snowball. Check 58.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Jets.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Tuesday.
With the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hold.
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere,
As they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Jets, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for New England, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles